10 helpful suggestions for moving on after a breakup. A bad breakup, particularly one that is unanticipated, can give rise to a variety of sentiments that make it difficult to carry on with day-to-day activities. It is crucial to keep moving on in life even though it may be tempting to shut the world out and sulk in bed. Life will continue around you even if you choose to ignore it. Here are 10 strategies for getting over a breakup. Number 1. Be patient. Unfortunately, giving oneself time to heal is the only genuine method to get past a horrible breakup and go on with your life. It is possible that it will take several weeks or even months before you start to feel back to normal, so try not to anticipate too much too soon. You will eventually reach a point where the pain of your breakup is less fresh in your mind and you will begin to experience a greater proportion of happy days than sad ones. The scars left by a painful breakup can eventually be healed by time, but in the meanwhile, you need to be patient and understanding with yourself as you do so. Number 2. No contact with your ex-partner. Stopping any communication with your ex-partner is the first and most important step toward getting over a split of any kind. The decision to cut off all communication with your ex will initially be challenging, but it is the only way to begin a new life that does not include them in any manner. Every interaction with your ex, no matter how brief or insignificant it may seem, will resurface old memories, which will slow down the healing process associated with your breakup. If you truly need to convey some vital information to your ex, you should ask a close friend or member of your family to deliver the news on your behalf. Number 3. Get your groove on. When you've just broken up with someone, it can be very difficult to fight the impulse to act irrationally right away. But rather than getting drunk or chopping off all your hair, you could try your hand at dancing instead. Turn up the music and have a dance party by yourself, replete with all of your most ridiculous and wacky routines, in order to get some steam off your back and relieve some stress. It has been demonstrated that listening to music has both a favorable physiological and psychological influence on our bodies, so even if you don't like to dance, playing your favorite music can be an effective approach to clear your thoughts and get some exercise at the same time. Number 4. Remove anything that reminds you. Anything that brings back memories of your previous partner should be given to charity, thrown away, or stashed away until you are ready to interact with them once more. This could consist of images, notes, love letters, pictures, or things that they bought you or that you bought together. It is a good idea to erase your ex from all of your social media accounts so that you will not be reminded of them inadvertently when you are reading through your news feeds. After that, you should be sure to delete any images you have stored on your phone by going through it and doing so. Number 5. Engaging in activities keeps you busy. Your mind may start to dwell on the end of your relationship if you let yourself have an excessive amount of free time. Therefore, you should fill your time with constructive activities such as visiting friends or volunteering. Your mood will be lifted and you will see that life can continue on without your ex when you engage in activities that distract you. You can also put your newly discovered spare time to good use by participating in a pastime that pushes you beyond of your comfort zone, such as rock climbing or painting. Participating in an activity such as joining a club or taking classes can be a productive approach to divert one's attention while also teaching oneself a new skill. Number 6. Don't hold it in any longer. When a relationship comes to an end, it inevitably triggers a substantial emotional reaction, which cannot be avoided. Keeping your emotions bottled up will just lead to an increase in discomfort and frustration, which can slow down your recovery. Instead, talk to a close group of people who you can trust about the split, or put your thoughts down on paper if sharing out loud is too painful. Keep in mind that while it is beneficial to talk about your emotions, it is also crucial not to let them linger for too long after the conversation has ended. Before deliberately deciding to start moving forward with your life, give yourself permission to have a few good cry sessions. Number 7. Avoid rebounds. You should not rush into a new relationship just because you are afraid of being alone after a split, even though you will feel lonely in the short term. If you start a new relationship before you have completely recovered from the wounds of your previous one, it is doomed to fail, which will result in needless suffering for both you and the person you are seeing as a rebound. Learning more about oneself is an essential component of the healing process after a breakup. If you are quick to attach yourself to a new partner, you will deprive yourself of the opportunity to learn more about who you are apart from being in a relationship. Number 8. Take some time to coddle yourself. When you go through a breakup, it can be detrimental to your sense of self-worth, which is why it is essential to engage in acts of self-care. You can give yourself a little care by selecting one of your favorite television shows to watch, cooking one of your go-to meals, or treating yourself to a tasty confection. In addition, the power of optimistic thought should not be underestimated. Learn to end each day by thinking about at least one positive experience that occurred during that day. Because of this, whenever you go to bed, you'll have a positive frame of mind. Number 9. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. After going through a painful breakup, the finest present you can offer to yourself is the attention and care that you provide to your health. After a breakup, it's not uncommon to feel like eating nothing but fast food, or even worse, to stop eating altogether. However, selecting either course of action will result in a significant drop in your levels of energy, which will only serve to make you feel even worse. Eating meals rich in nutrients and engaging in regular physical activity will enable you to feel revitalized and strong, both in terms of your body and your mind. You should also keep your mind healthy and clear by minimizing the amount of drugs and alcohol you consume and making sure you receive enough sleep every night. Number 10. Have a positive mindset toward the future. You can no longer live the life you imagined having with your partner, and despite the fact that this may be unsettling, you will need to come to terms with the reality of the situation. The sooner you start imagining your future by yourself, the sooner you will be able to start moving forward in a meaningful way. Spend some time thinking about the kind of life you want for yourself in the future, and write down some objectives that you'd like to accomplish. They can be quite inconsequential, such as mastering the preparation of a certain cuisine, or significantly momentous, such as going on the trip of a lifetime. Having specific objectives in mind will make it easier for you to feel genuine enthusiasm for your new future. The experience of having one's heart shattered is one that no one ever wants to have to go through, and for good reason. When it does, though, it is imperative that you seize control of the unpleasant feelings you are experiencing before they take over your life. You may concentrate on getting over your breakup and starting to move forward in a healthy and pleasant way by using these 10 recommendations.